All right, Shalom. All right, first and foremost, I'd like to get all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kadash. I'd like to say double honors to my apostles of Great Millstone and Rule Well. I'd like to say peace, salutation to the hopeful elect that's doing work in truth, sincerity. All right, this is a lesson about Easter, man. Okay, how people, get into Easter, far as it's a pagan holiday. All right, and it doesn't have nothing to do with Yahweh Shai's where you ignorantly call Jesus Christ resurrection, man. Okay. But I'm gonna get into it's a little short lesson. I'm got some scriptures to it. And I'm going ahead and get into it real quick. This is a little article that I pulled up. They say this is Ishtar, pronounced Easter, right? It says Easter was originally the celebration of Ishtar, the Assyrian and Babylonian goddess of fertility and sex. Her symbol, like the egg and the bunny. Okay. It says, were and still are fertility and sex symbols. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the history where the eggs came from. All right. So it said, what is the true origin of Easter eggs? It says early Christians in Mesopotamia dyed eggs in the period after Easter. The practice was adopted by the Orthodox churches, and from there it spread into Western Europe. All right, so basically this is a pagan westernized deity, man. Okay, but it really stems from Babylon. It says eggs represents new life and rebirth, and it's thought that this ancient custom was absorbed into Easter celebration. Okay, so they dyed eggs, okay, after Easter, man, and that's the same thing that that you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans do. Y'all dye eggs and hit them, okay? That represents the fertility, all right, the sex goddess, man. All right, it says her symbol, like the egg and the bunny, were and still are fertility and sex symbol. Or did you actually think eggs and bunnies had anything to do with the resurrection? It says after Constantine decided to Christianize the empire, Easter was changed to represent so-called Jesus Christ, which is named Yahweh Shai. All right, so I'm gonna go to I'll read this real quick. What's the pagan origin of Easter Bunny? All right. The pagan origin, it says, one theory is that the symbol of the rabbit stems from pagan tradition, specifically the festival of Eostri, if I could pronounce it right, Eostri. It says a goddess of fertility whose animal symbol was a bunny. All right. It say rabbits known for their energetic breeding. Okay, so basically, man, this Easter, Easter Bunny goes back to sex, man. It says rabbits known for their energetic breeding have traditionally symbolized fertility. So basically, man, Easter really goes back to fertility, man. All right, sex god, man, and that's a wicked spirit that our people is adopted, man. All right, it says and you really think the Lord Yahweh Shai raised every fucking Easter? So because every Easter holiday, the date change, man. The month and the date change. All right. It says after Constantine decided to Christianize the empire. Now, if you look up Christianize, it means to take over or adopt in the name of Christianity, a pagan monument, okay, Christianized by early missionaries, because Christians of today been Christianized at the pagan worship, okay, It says after Constantine decided to Christianize the empire, Easter was changed to represent so-called Jesus Christ. All right, which his real name is Yahweh Shai. All right, say, but at its roots, Easter, which is now you pronounce Ishtar, is all about celebrating fertility and sex, man. And this holiday, the holiday from yesterday, all right, it represents sex and fertility. All right, Ishtar, you worshiping Ishtar, you worshiping a goddess, you worshiping a Syrian Babylonian deity. All right. I'm gonna get in the scriptures, and I'm gonna go to Acts, chapter 12, verse 4. We're just talking about when Peter got arrested after James and John was beheaded, was killed by Nimrod. All right, but I'm gonna read the point. It says, I'm gonna read this real quick. It says Acts 12:3, saying, because he saw it pleased the Jews, he proceeded further to take Peter also. This when Peter got exiled to prison. Okay, but the main focus is Easter. All right, it says, then were the days of unleavened bread, and when he had apprehended him, he put him in prison and delivered him to four quaternions of soldiers to keep him intending after Easter. So they put Easter in here, man. It says to bring him forth to the people. But I'm gonna go into the word Easter, and it really represents it represents Pesach. All right, the Greek word, but I'm a
Strong's G 3957. Pascha. Pascha.
Pascha, right? So Pascha. Pascha, Pesach in Hebrew, it says, it really goes back to the Paschal sacrifice, which was custom to be offered for the people's deliverance of old Egypt. Now, who's the people, man? Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Okay. It says the Paschal lamb, the Israelites were accustomed to slay and eat the 14th day of the month of Nisan. All right. It says the first month of the year, in the memory of the day where their fathers, preparing to depart from Egypt, were hidden by the Most High to slay and eat the lamb. Okay. And to sprinkle their door posts with the blood of the destroying angel, seeing the blood might pass over their dwelling. Hamashiach crucified like to the slain a Paschal, which is the Pesach lamb. All right, it's a Paschal feast, the feast of the Passover, and that's what Easter, they portray Easter as, as a pagan holiday, of the Lord, resurrection. But obviously Passover represents, Egypt being delivered, and the Lord passing over Egypt, okay, to slay the firstborn, and the Egyptians, man. All right, it said the feast of the Passover. All right, it's the Pesach, and the Passover was just last month. All right, we just celebrated the Passover, so it ain't got nothing to do with Easter. Okay, extending from the 14th to the 20th day of the month Nisan. All right, I'm gonna read the Strong's definition. It says the Passover, the meal, the day, the festival, or the special sacrifices connected with it. All right, but it say Easter Passover, but it was really the Passover, which is the Pesach, man. All right. So the proof is that if you look in the scriptures in Acts 12 and 4, obviously it talk about the Passover, man. All right, not Easter. All right. But you Jakes, man, y'all worshiping the tradition of the heathens, man. And I'm gonna go to Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 1. It says, "Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel." Talking about you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right. It say, "Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen." Okay. Learn not the way of the heathen. So basically, Easter is the way of the heathen. The ways of the Assyrians, the ways of the Babylonians, man. All right. It says, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the sides of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them." All right. Verse 3, it says, "For the customs," and Easter is a custom. It's a false custom. "For the custom of the people are vain." All right. All right. It says, this goes into the Christmas tree, but I want to read this part. Say, for the custom of the people are vain. Now, if I'm going to word vain, going to the word vain, goes back to the Hebrew word habel, which means Salaki, I'm trying to find the word vain. It really means void of truth. Okay. All right. Is in vain. Vanity. Okay. Because I sure looked at it earlier. But really, the word vain. Well, I'm going to go to the other scripture and I'm going to look for that word vain. But basically, vain really means devoid of truth. All right. So the Lord says, don't worship the other heathens' custom, because the Lord going to punish you, man. And that's the reason why Jake getting jacked up by the Lord, worshiping these evil customs, man. Okay. And this in Colossians, real quick. I'm gonna go in Colossians. Colossians 2:8. Now this is it right here. Colossians 2:8. It says, "Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit." Okay. Easter is a philosophy, man. It's a philosophy of the world. All right. Let's say, "Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit." All right. So now I can go into vain, right? Vain.
Strong's G 2756. Kanos. Kanos.
The Greek word kanos means empty, vain, devoid of truth. So you Jakes, man, y'all devoid of truth, man. The truth is that, the Lord didn't Yahweh Shai, which you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, man, don't have nothing to do with Easter, man. All right. It say, "Of places vessel which contain nothing, of men empty handed, without a gift, destitute of spiritual wealth, of one who boasts of his faith." All right. Really means devoid of truth, man. All right. Back to Colossians 2:8, it says, "Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men." Okay. So basically, Easter is a tradition of men. All right. After the rudiments of the world and not of Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. So this Easter, pagan holiday that y'all celebrated yesterday is not of Yahweh Shai, man. Okay. I'm gonna go to Jeremiah. 4:22. It says, "For my people is foolish; they have not known me, They are sottish children. All right. The word sottish means stupid, man. The Lord call you stupid children, man. And they have none understanding. They don't understand that Easter is basically a pagan ass holiday, man. Okay. And y'all celebrating wholeheartedly. Okay. You say they are sottish children and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil. And what's the evil? That evil is Easter. All right. Y'all wise to celebrate these wicked customs of these heathens, man. Okay. But to do good, they have no knowledge. All right. So if you want to, come back to being, who you are, all right, and not worshiping these other gods, okay, y'all don't have no knowledge of being righteous, okay? For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding. And that's why you got the prophets out here on the highways and byways, telling you not to celebrate these holidays, okay, not to get into these wicked customs of the heathens, man. All right. They say they are wise to do evil. Like I said before, y'all wise to celebrate these pagan ass holidays, man. And that's evil. But to do good, they have no knowledge. All right. So y'all don't have no knowledge of this truth, man. Okay. And this and y'all been Christianized into pagan rituals, man. Okay. And I'm gonna go to this last scripture. I'm gonna close out. This is Deuteronomy 6:13. It says, "Thou shalt fear the Lord thy power," in which Jake don't fear the Lord, man. All right. If you fear the Lord, you will be worshiping these customs. It say, "Thou shalt fear the Lord, fear the Lord thy power, Yahweh, by Hashem Hawashai, and serve him, and shall swear by his name, and shall not go after other gods." Okay. And them other gods is this. All right. The other gods is this Easter. All right. It's this Ishtar. It's this pagan ritual. This pagan ass holiday that y'all celebrated yesterday. All right. It says, "Thou shalt fear the Lord thy power, and serve him, and shall swear by his name. Ye shall not go after other gods of the people which are round about you. For the Lord thy power is just jealous power among you." All right. So the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Shai, is to be only worship. Only him you shall worship, man. Lest the anger of the Lord thy power be kindled against thee, and destroy thee from off the face of the earth. All right. So the Lord is pissed, man. The Lord don't like you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans worshiping these other deities, these other false gods, man. And Easter is basically a false godly worship, man. And y'all worshiping sex, man. Y'all worshiping fertility, bunnies, okay, Easter eggs, and all that shit, man. All right. Y'all worshiping the Mesopotamia, Babylonian customs, and that's a stronghold spirit on you, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, man. All right. So with that, man, this is just a short lesson. This is about this pagan holiday Easter, and it ain't got nothing to do with Yahweh Shai, man. All right. Hope y'all was edified. Shalom.